Hi, Matt Watson here, and welcome to what has to be the most amazing barn find of cars in the world ever. In fact, it's not a barn find, it's a warehouse find. I'm in a warehouse in North London and around 200 classic cars have been uncovered here. They're all covered in dust and there's some amazing cars. I'm going to show you around all the different vehicles here. Total value around £1 million. It's going to blow your mind. It's blowing my mind. I'm going to walk through and find some of the cars that I might be interested in buying. And at the end of the day, we'll see how much money I'm going to be spending. Oh my God, so excited. Let's go do it. So the first interesting car I've come across is this, a G300 diesel. Instantly drawn to it because it's red like the G63 AMG that I had. The guy wants £12,000 for this. I'm so tempted. You know, there's bits of trim missing off it, but underneath it all looks pretty good. And the bodywork's all solid. So look inside. Doesn't have a leather interior like my G63 did. It's cloth, it's dusty, but it's kind of cool. Oh, wow. I'm so tempted. It's an automatic though, it's an automatic. It's not a problem. Decisions. Let's check out some of the cars first. This is the very first one. I can't just buy straight away. Now, before I even consider putting an offer in on that G-Class or any car for that matter, I'm going to check its history out using CarVertical. And it's coming back clean on mileage, theft, accidents, and it hasn't been used as a taxi either. CarVertical can check details across different European countries as well. It also means that if you're watching in different countries, you can use CarVertical. And look, here's a picture of the car here. Look, from a couple of years ago. There it is. Look, actually, it still had the trim on it then. Now, one of the great things about CarVertical is that it can actually show you damage photos of a car that's been damaged. For instance, check out this Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Look, it's been reported as having been involved in an accident. You would not want to buy this car, right? Because, yeah, you could end up driving something that could be dangerous. I mean, look at that. It's been smashed up really, really badly here. Look, some terrible photos of it. Airbag has gone off there as well. Front's all damaged. You wouldn't want to buy that, would you? Yeah, just a year later, look, it's all been fixed up. Looks fine. You'd never know. That's why if you're thinking about buying a car, you need to use CarVertical to check out its history. Now, if you want to do that, I'll put a link to CarVertical in my pinned comment and in the description. And if you use my link, you get a 10% discount. Anyway, let's get back to the cars and see if there's something else I can find to buy. The next thing I've come across is this, a VW camper van from the 1970s. And it's quite a rare one. It's the split screen, highly desirable, hard to get hold of. And the thing about these vehicles is that you need them with all their body panels, and you might be looking at this saying, well, it's not complete, this, but actually it is. Inside there's all the windows and the other body panels. Someone took it apart for restoration, but the bits are all here and they're super hard to get hold of, which makes this massively, massively desirable. So how much will this thing get? Well, upwards of £15,000 easy. Here we have a 1973 Porsche 911. It's the only 911 here. Now, I've always wanted an air-cooled 911, so I'm very interested in this. However, there are some unusual things about it. So the G-Series 911 should have slightly different bumpers than this. Also, this is actually a Targa, though when I look at it, it's got a convertible roof. That's because the owner wanted a convertible, but the year he bought it, there wasn't one available, so he converted a Targa. Okay, so now this one is the 2.7, which is a really nice engine, and it comes with a spare engine. Now this will be available for £20,000, but it will need quite a lot of work to put it back to its original condition. And obviously, if you're going to buy this, you'd probably want to convert it back to a Targa to make it as original as possible. Still tempted though. There's just something about these old 911s that makes me want them, but it's a lot of work. Now, I didn't notice this a moment ago. The number plate comes with the car. Oil 3 911. I kind of want to buy it just for that. Here's a weird one for you. You probably don't recognise it. It's called an Austin Champ and it was used by the British Army, made in around the 1950s, and it uses a Rolls-Royce engine. Actually, this thing can drive underwater. It's submersible. It has this huge snorkel. 10 grand for this, though it's not really for me. Here we have two Mercedes SLs. Now there's actually 10 SLs in various condition around this entire warehouse. These two have been covered up, so they're not covered in grime and bird poo, so you can get an idea of what lies beneath all these other cars here. This is the 380 SL, so it's the 8-cylinder, and this is the 280 SL. I love this era of Mercedes SL. And I think the person who bought all these cars clearly loved them as well, because he's got so many here. Plenty to choose from. As well as all the cars, this warehouse is full of loads of car spare parts. Look, we've got doors. It's nuts. We've got engines down here. We've got exhausts, there's gearboxes, more gearboxes. It's crazy. Bits and pieces. Who knows what that's for? More engines, wheels, seats, and then like seat covers and stuff like this. It's just bonkers. Bumpers. Oh, it's a treasure trove, and it's crazy as well. It's like overwhelming. Just don't know where to look. Now this is what I'm talking about, a BMW 635 CSI from 1989. This thing has a 3.4 litre straight six natural aspirated engine. It's lovely. We've got the automatic gearbox in there as well. The interior needs a bit of love and attention, as does the exterior, but these are super desirable, and it's great in this black colour. Can you see that it's black under here? Can you? Oh, how much do you reckon for this? Well, the guy's going to want around £17,000 for it. They are rare and they are cool. What do you reckon? Welcome to British Car Corner. So we have a Mini here from 1989. There's another one from 1989 there. And there's some other Minis here as well. And we also have some MGs. So we've got MGB Roadster, another one over there, and an MGB GT. If you want one of the Minis, looking at about £8,000. If you want one of the MGs, a bit cheaper, £6,000. Oh, there's so many cars that I want. This is really, really annoying. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop, but I shouldn't buy too many sweets, otherwise I'm going to end up with rotten teeth. I'm supposed to be buying a house. Supposed to be buying a house, not more cars. But more cars are more fun. I have found the only Japanese car here in this entire barn find. It is a Nissan 300ZX, and it's covered in bird poo and dust, and yeah, got it on my arm. Wow. Oh my God, look, it's the manual. It's quite rare to find a manual. Love these things. Turbocharged, 3 litre straight six. T-bars intact. Now I've got bird poo on my hands. The interior, even though it's dusty, like the seat condition is really good. I think this just needs a jolly good clean, and probably some TLC in terms of like the mechanicals, because it hasn't been run for God knows how long. Now, if you want to find out what happens to all these cars and whether I buy one or not, check out London Barn Finds on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description. They have organised for me to come here and shoot these cars, so big thanks to them. Turns out I was wrong. The Nissan isn't the only Japanese car here. We also have a Mazda MX5. It's a 1990 car, 1.6. It's done 160,000 miles. Now that doesn't matter. What matters with these cars, the Mark 1 MX5, is rust. They rust like crazy. But this one has been in this warehouse for God knows how long, and even though it's got some questionable add-on body panels to it, the actual bodywork beneath all looks really solid. So even though this looks like a really unclean car, underneath all this grime, it could actually be very clean. Worth considering. £2,000 for this. Oh, I like the look of this. It's a Series 3 1978 Land Rover pickup. I think it's so cool in the pickup body style. I really like it. 2.5 litre petrol engine, manual obviously, 4-wheel drive. Wouldn't take it off-road, I'd just drive it around town. There's one last car I'm thinking of buying, but I've got to walk the full length of this warehouse to go find it. So let's go for a quick tour. Wow. You'll see just how immense this place is with all the different cars, old Rovers, a bunch of Volkswagen Beetles, Citroen 2 CVs there. Wow. Fancied one of those Triumphs when I was younger. There's just so much stuff to look at. Oh, check this out. My mate's dad had one of these when we were a kid. It's a BMW M535i. Whoa, that brings back memories. More BMWs. What's this? Morris Minor convertible. Cool car. Oh, that Mercedes there. Love those coupes. Triumph Stag. MG Midget, also wanted one of those when I was a kid. Woohoo! So much stuff, I don't know where to look. Do you know where to look? More camper vans. Here's the Mercedes SLs. Keep going, where's this car? Oh, that's rare, really nice, BMW 2000. Anyway, enough looking at that, come on, gotta keep going. So, more MGBs, little Suzuki, what is it, little van. There was something over here, more MGBs. Wow, lots of parts, bits and what have you. And finally, the other car I want is around there. It's not that Porsche Boxster, it's just behind this little thing here. Here it is then, the final car I'm interested in, a BMW 2002. Not quite as rare as the 2000 I showed you a moment ago, but I prefer these, and this is actually in pretty good condition. The interior is very nice. It even comes with its own Haynes manual, so you can fix it up yourself. So, question to you, which car should I go for? I'll put a pin comment. I want you to vote on which car you think I should go for there, okay? Right, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. Also, let me know some other videos you'd like to see in the comments below. Click on those windows there for more videos. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on. That way, you won't miss an upload. Thanks for watching.